Oh, it's roasting hot today. And I'm not complaining about the heat. I'm complaining about doing manual labour in the heat. Next one. Have a good weekend, guys. Put on the sun cream, because last weekend I ended up looking like that bus. Good morning, guys, welcome back to the channel. Pigeon, great start. That was nearly his last breath on earth. Yeah, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for popping back if you're a return viewer. Thanks for popping back if well, thanks for coming along for your first ever time coming here. But yeah, run we've done before today, off down to Hounslow. I mean, you probably all know the way there now if you watched any of my old videos. But I'm going to dive into Reading services on the way up. Let's see if we get the head camera on, because being in you know, Greater London, down near the airport and stuff, it's very busy down there, and there's a lot of pedestrians, a lot of delivery bikes, a lot of just general traffic. It can be a bit bonkers down there, so I'll get the head camera on when I get a bit closer, and I'll see if you can see a little bit of driver's point of view, because we know the route in, we know the way in, we know we can do that reverse, although just tempted fate, as long as no one's blocking that car park, which we've had in the past. But yeah, I'll see if we can get the head cam on, so you can get a bit of a driver's eye view, and then the job done. It's a bit weird that guy stopping there. We all had a message the other day from the agency. Makes you wonder some of the bloody agency drivers they're chucking in. We got a message saying no one's allowed to stop outside the yard to take their 45-minute breaks. I mean, when you're outside the yard, you're pretty much back. So the only reason you'd be stopping on the main roads directly outside the yard would be to try and milk a bit of extra driving time. So a bit of extra working time. You know, it's a bit naughty really, and it don't look great for the company when you got their lorries parked up directly outside. You know, all they're going to do is drive through the gate, and then they can chuck it on end of day or something like that. So I think that driver there is a bit naughty, when they put a slap on the wrist. But the agency have been sending us some funny messages, and it makes you think, you know, I know they're trying to sign as many drivers as they possibly could. You know, they're always desperate for drivers, because bums in seats means money for them as well if they can get them to drive. Which is why I think my shifts have been a little bit hit and miss. I haven't been getting so many. I've sort of been getting offered the dregs, which I refuse, because, you know, I let them know a week in advance what shifts I want. If they phone me up on a Wednesday and say, can you take tomorrow's shift first thing in the morning with 10 hours notice, I think, well, no, you've known for a week. So I had to go with them the other day, and now they're giving me my shifts as soon as they get the plan now. So I'm not being put onto the back burner. I think they want to get new drivers in, and they're promising them the shifts, and then the drivers, like us, who've been on their books for over a year, 2 years, we're getting pushed to the back burner. So yeah, but I've got a couple of shifts now. Like I said, I've got this run I've done before. Yeah, but some of the messages they're sending us are just mad. Like the other day they sent a message, if you're involved in an accident, you have to report it when you get back to DC. And I was thinking, well, that's a no-brainer. If you have an accident, you can't just stay quiet and bugger off home. And another one, so I was thinking someone must have done that. And another one, please ensure you put the legs down on the trailer before you drop it. Because someone's dropped the trailer in the yard because they weren't following the system. I did that short video before, black brakes, legs, air clip, kingpin. If you don't follow that, you get distracted. If you don't put those legs down, you're going to drive off, dump the trailer. So that happened in the yard. And then we got another one, because you have to turn up for work in sensible working clothes, high-vis, steel toe cap boots or shoes. I wear steel toe cap shoes because it's easier on your ankles, as a little tip. And you're supposed to have your gloves and stuff like that. And then we got a message saying turning up in shell suits and track suits isn't suitable work attire. And I was thinking, who else turning up for work in a bloody track suit? I mean, fair enough when it gets hot. I'm not exactly wearing heavy duty working trousers today. I'm wearing like cargo trousers. So, you know, it's a bit thinner, black trousers, plenty of pockets, my paperwork, my pens, all the stuff you need day to day. So, you know, it's not quite a pair of Adidas poppers and a bloody Nike training jacket. So, yes, it makes you think when I send you messages like that. What are drivers up to? If they send it to all of us, because I'm messaging them back, I'm saying it's common sense. You know, if you have a bump, message me. I know they brought in random drug testing, drug and alcohol testing, which I'm absolutely fine with. You know, I like a whiskey. Well, I won't have a whiskey when I'm working. But tonight, because I haven't got any shifts and we've got into the weekend, I will have a whiskey tonight. But yeah, you know, when they're bringing in all these new things, it makes you wonder, have they had a few incidences? I know there's been a couple of bridge strikes because they're really on top of that now. So it just makes you think, you know, hiring the cheapest guys who are prepared to do every really hour underneath the sun ain't always the best bet. Sometimes you're better off sticking with the guys who know the roads, know the routes. But yeah, look, I'm not going to go off on a ramble. Like I said, we're off to Hounslow. I appreciate the feedback. I see now one of the guys used to drive for Wilco. He's always commenting. Paul, thanks for commenting all the time. It's really good, mate. I love people commenting. So it shows at least the video's reaching at least one person who's enjoying it. That's good enough for me. But and he said he liked the map I used. Yeah, because I saw it on someone else's video. This map where it shows you. It's for people when they're travelling all over the world, jet setters. You know, when they're doing these travelling vlogs. But I thought that map was really good to kind of show the routes I take and stuff, because you don't want to see a time lapse 20 minutes of me just blasting down the M4, you know. So I thought I could chop it up a little bit, show you what the weather and traffic conditions are like, and then get the videos a bit shorter, he says, as he's 5 minutes into bloody rambling. So yeah, so I appreciate the feedback. I'm glad some of you are enjoying the videos, and I'm just going to keep on trucking and keep on knocking the videos out. So I dare say there won't be much motorway now, but I'll get the old head camera on, and I'll try and film my point of view as well as through that camera when I get up into Hounslow, and hopefully we'll have a cool sweet run. But at least if not, you'll be able to see with the head cam. Hopefully you'll be able to pick up what I get in my cameras, because this is the Mercedes, this is the Actros. They've all got these camera mirrors rather than mirrors. Did a bit of a Marmite thing. Some drivers absolutely love them and swear by them, other drivers aren't so fussed. I'm on the fence. I can see they got their purposes. I'd rather a real mirror where what you see in the mirror is what you get. These mirrors, as much as they're trying to be super helpful, and I suppose they might be a bit more aerodynamic, the amount of miles these things do, it might save fuel over a whole year, over a couple of 100,000 miles. But yeah, I wish I had you facing forward there. Lorry in front of me, I'm not going to say the name of the company, went to take the Chepstow exit, drove right onto the slip road, and then changed his ride last minute, came back across the bloody crosshatchings about onto the motorway. It's always when I'm talking, it's facing me, something happens. But yeah, these cameras, a bit of a Marmite one. They can be handy, but I find when you're reversing in, they try and help too much. And when you get a bit of a lock on, the camera tends to swing out and changes your angle of vision. I'd rather have a much straighter line, and I can't park straight with these cameras. You look in that mirror, in that iPad I should say, and it looks perfectly straight. You look in that iPad, it looks perfectly straight. You get out and you're on the wonk, because the camera's interfering. But no, I can see where the technology is useful. I can't see it being much cheaper, to be honest. I can't see it being any cheaper than a glass mirror, but apparently a glass mirror is becoming an expensive option on lorries now, so it's cheaper to take the cameras, so you better get used to it. I'm not one of those drivers that moans about everything changing. This technology can be really good. But yeah, I'm going to shut up now, because I'm going to end up on one of my rambling videos. I don't want a 20-minute ramble of me just going on and on. So yeah, I'll cut you there. You'll probably rejoin me after Reading services when I've got the head camera on, and hopefully the camera survives long enough battery wise to get us into Hounslow, and you can see more of the tight windier type bits. It's not too bad though. Thanks again for coming back, guys. Please drop a like and subscribe if you're a return viewer. That'd be awesome. Let's get those numbers up there. Let's crank those numbers up. Cheers, guys. Okay, drop done. Gosh, roasting hot today. And I'm not complaining about the heat. I'm complaining about doing manual labour in the heat. But no, that wasn't too bad. But like I say, I'm a double decker, full to the absolute doors. And I pretty much filled the entire bottom deck on the way back. We don't as a rule fill upstairs on the deck when we're coming back with empties. We just fill the downstairs. So yeah, so I picked everything up apart from 2 pallets I forgot all about, but the door was closed at that point and they were like, yeah, no worries. So I've just been upstairs, splashed a bit of water over my head, splashed a bit of, give my hands a bit of a wash, and now we're going to head back. As you can see on the way in, it was a little bit awkward. Because people love parking in that bit of a car park, but there, I'm supposed to be able to drive straight in, right down into the corner and reverse back, but as you can see I had to do a few shuffles because I couldn't get in tight because there was a car parked on the inside edge and there was cars parked opposite. Not that anyone wanted to move, a few people came out, looked and then buggered off again. But we managed to do it, there was enough room to do it, it just could have been a bit easier. So thanks again for watching. I'm just going to slam on my air conditioning, so I'm going to turn you guys off because all you're going to hear is the fans blasting. But thanks again for watching, I really do appreciate you turning up. And like I always say, leave a like and subscribe if you fancy it. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a good weekend, guys. Put on the sun cream because last weekend I ended up looking like that bus. I was only in the garden for 2 hours with no sun cream and I got absolutely roasted. So be very careful, guys. Look after yourself and take care. See you later, guys.